Hello, my name is Emma Lemonn. Welcome to my channel and welcome to day 4 of Chatuary. Now, we may be interrupted a few times because every time I've tried to do this today, I've been interrupted, particularly by my smallest lemon. So we will see how we go. Anyway, how are you? How are you doing? Day 4 of Chatuary, which makes it the 4th of January. I'm having my hot chocolate, my daily hot chocolate, because, trying to cut out sugar, but hot chocolate is the one thing I'm allowed once a day, in one of my new Emma Bridgewater mugs. If you haven't already seen, I've uploaded Emma Bridgewater haul video today. Bought a few things in the January sales from Emma Bridgewater, as I always do, and this was one of my purchases. I just love it. I love the colours. I love that blue. Yeah, wintry but not too Christmassy, so I like it. And I'm having my hot chocolate. Gingerbread hot chocolate. I'm using up all the Christmas bits. Anyway, yes, how are you? I'm not 100% to be honest. For some reason, for the last since around Christmas Eve, I haven't been able to get to sleep at night till gone 4 a.m. every night. Tossing and turning, can't sleep. Admittedly, I do then lie in a bit in the mornings because, I'm tired. But there was one morning, actually, I got up super early because I thought, right, this might reset my sleeping pattern. But then I still couldn't get to sleep till gone 4 a.m. and I was even more tired. So that didn't work. But I do need to get my sleeping pattern back, particularly before little Lemon starts, back at school again. Also, I had quite a bit of a headache yesterday and today. Quite a bit of a headache, and I suffer from this strange pulsatile tinnitus, which I'm still waiting, to be honest, to be investigated. July the year before last, I first went to the GP about it. I've had a hearing test so far, and that's all. I need to chase that up. Just occasionally, when I'm really tired, I get pulsatile tinnitus. If you don't know what that is, it's like the sound of your heart beating and a whooshing sound in your ears. So it's sort of shh, 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 and it's quite annoying. But I find it comes on most when I'm really tired. And yeah, I've had quite a bit of a headache. I don't know if the headache is down to me cutting out sugar. That often happens because, sugar is like a drug, and then when you cut it out, you have sort of withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, you can come through. Just a little Lemon coming through. He'd been to use the bathroom, so he just finished and he was just passing through. I told you we might be interrupted. Yeah, so I don't know if it's from, like a sugar withdrawal type of thing, or just tiredness, or a bit of everything really, a bit of stress. So I'm hoping that will pass because it's really making me lethargic, which is why, yesterday and today my Chatuaries have been out late in the day because I've just not really felt up to... Oh, there's another interruption. Pardon? Yeah. Pass it to me. He got a tablet for Christmas and he wants to play it. I don't know if it needs charging. Let's have a look. No, it's fine. There you go.
Fine. No.
Thank you, Mum. Okay, I don't know where I was up to then, but I think I was talking about having headaches and insomnia and things. So yeah, I don't know if it's to do with sugar withdrawal, tiredness, stress, but hopefully it will clear. There is a bug going around everywhere, the whole country. My sister, who, is doing Chatuary as well, didn't release a video yesterday because she was so unwell. And today she's recorded the video, but she feels too unwell to edit it or make a thumbnail. She's gone to bed. So poor her. Wish her better. Wish her better in the comments. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. So I'm hoping I don't get any worse. Quite a few people have been unwell. Oh, my friend, she was unwell. She lives down the street and she sent me a Happy New Year message. And I didn't respond to it that day. She sent it quite late on New Year's Day. I didn't respond to it that day. By the time I remembered she'd sent it, it was like 1 a.m. And I thought, better not respond now in case she, leaves the notifications on. So I thought I'll respond the next day, which I did. So the morning of the 2nd of January. And, she didn't reply and I didn't think anything of it. I thought, well, she's unwell, whatever. And then today we've got a WhatsApp group for the whole street I live on. And some messages went round today saying that somebody down the bottom end of the street, which is where my friend lives, their home had sort of police vans and ambulance outside, something going on. I thought, oh, that's worrying. Wonder who that is. I'm at the top end, so they're down the bottom end. And then they were saying they think someone's passed away. There were people trying to knock on the door, and then it seems like somebody's passed away. And I thought, I hope my friend's okay. She didn't respond to my message. I didn't expect her to. She said Happy New Year. I responded. But then when I checked her WhatsApp message, it showed, I don't know if you know about WhatsApp, the app on the phone where it's a messaging app. And it will show one grey tick if the message has been sent but not yet received by the other phone, like if it's off or something. If their phone is on and the message arrives with them, but they haven't read it yet, it shows 2 grey ticks. And then once they've read the message, the 2 grey ticks turn blue. So I looked at the message I'd sent her and the 2 ticks were still grey. So I started to think, oh no, I hope she's okay, because she wasn't well and now this. So I sent a message to ask if she was okay and there was no response. She wasn't picking it up. And I thought, oh my God, what's happened? So I quickly popped down the road to have a look. And I thought, well, the van I couldn't see which house was involved, but the police van that was left there wasn't right outside her house. But I was still concerned. I didn't want to poke my nose in too much, so I just had a look and came back. But I was so relieved when she sent a message to say, yes, I'm fine. Sorry, don't worry, I've not been well, but I've been and done this. I've been to the circus and things. We've just been busy. Sorry for not responding. And I said, it's fine. I'm just glad you're alive. Like, I genuinely was starting to worry because I didn't want to knock on the door and, I didn't really want to poke my nose in or anything. But, I thought I'd give it a bit of time and see. So I was so relieved when I found out she was okay. However, sadly, there has been, somebody who's passed away down the street. Yeah, it's not very nice to hear. Anyway, that's not very cheery, is it? Oh, gosh, while I'm recording this, because I record it on my phone, hence the terrible quality of the footage. When I'm a big famous YouTuber, I will invest in better equipment, better lighting. This is just the light of my, my living room. But I'm recording it on my phone, and while I'm talking, I can see messages coming in from people. Do you know what? I feel so popular lately. I feel like lately I've gained friends, so many friends, and it's so lovely because there was a time around my mid-20s when I was married, and for some reason I thought that, when you're married, then you've got your husband, so you don't really need friends. And I would want to have friends, but sort of settle with, well, I got my husband. I think, let's not say too much, but I think that was partly his influence that made me think that. Anyway, and I used to think, oh, I wish I had a few more friends, or was doing a lot more stuff. But just lately, over the past year, I've gained so many friends, and it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. But I am finding that I can't keep up with the messages because you get a lot of messages coming through every day and you sort of feel like, well, I'm in the middle of something, I'll respond to that later. And then more messages come in from other people and I forget to respond. I forget. And then it's like 2 days later, I think, oh my God, I haven't replied to that person. They're going to wonder what's happened, like I did with my friend today. I don't want people to be thinking that about me. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm being a bit of a rubbish friend. I do genuinely intend to respond to messages, but messages from friends usually come in when I'm in the middle of something and, I can't drop everything and reply. And I think, oh, I'll reply to that later. And I really want to. These are lovely people that I really, really want to respond to. It's not, it's not people that are annoying me or anything. And I do intend to. And it genuinely is around 1 or 2 a.m. that I suddenly I'm lying in bed and I'm thinking, I didn't reply to that person. What are they going to think? Must remember to do it tomorrow. And then, of course, tomorrow happens and other things take over. So if you are one of those friends who waits days for me to respond, I am very sorry. It's not because I don't want to. I just seem to be in this weird place at the moment where I just forget. I think it might be perimenopause, actually. Or am I just making excuses? It might be part of perimenopause. My brain just has left my head. But it is lovely. I'm loving that, that I'm getting all messages throughout the day, especially as, I don't go out much. I don't get to go out much because of certain circumstances in my life at the moment. So it's lovely, that people are thinking of me and sending me messages. And, well, a lot of today, I have to say, was taken up messaging Boaty. We got into a conversation about something or other this morning. And, it's one of those things where you send a message and then you get on with something and then it's like, oh, they've replied back. And these conversations going back and forth. And I was thinking, I need to film this Emma Bridgewater haul. I've been waiting to do it for days because I wanted to get the stuff out and start using it. Because if you've seen the haul, I got a lot of tins. I've got a lot of uses for tins. And I bought quite a few. And I've been wanting, in my new year, reshuffle, refresh, declutter, clear out. I wanted to get these tins and put them to use. So I wanted to film this haul. And our conversation, because I wasn't feeling great, I had a headache and everything. I was sort of lounging at the computer and things, thinking, I better get on with something. But every time his messages came in, I can't speak today, came in, it sort of gave me an excuse to not get on with anything. But then the light started to fade. And I was thinking, oh no, I might have missed the chance to record this Emma Bridgewater haul again today because the light is fading. But I did get it out, even though the light wasn't great. And I did it in my kitchen. I mean, I wanted to sort of do it in here, but I didn't think the light was good enough in here by the time I started filming. So I got that out. Sorry, I'm being distracted. There's so many messages coming through on my phone from lots of different people. I'm so popular. It's lovely to be popular. So, yeah. Where was I with that? I don't know. Garbling on. Lovely to be popular. Thank you, everybody who's become my friend over the past year. And thank you, everybody who's stuck around for longer than that. I appreciate it. I'm looking at myself on this camera and thinking how I desperately need a makeover. Look at this hair. On the Emma Bridgewater haul, it was horrendous. I had a bit of a tangly thing going on here and it was sticking out like that. But I put it out anyway because this is real life, isn't it? I'm not trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm basically a scruffy hippie that just sort of hangs around the house trying to improve things. Do a bit of DIY here and a bit of decorating here and cleaning here. So I mean, but when I once I've lost a bit of weight, I think I'm going to dye my hair. I did dye it darker, but it's faded. If you've been following me for a little while, you'll remember when I dyed my hair sort of a reddish brown, and it's just really faded again. This is my natural hair colour here. A couple of grey hairs, but not too bad. And I'd like actually to sort of go back to nearer to that colour, really, because I'm bored of the lighter colour. I don't know, though, because whenever it gets to the summer, I kind of keep wanting to be blondie again. I don't like this, though, what it's faded to. Look kind of ginger. It's all right, but it's not, what I would choose. But I'm going to wait a bit till I've lost a bit of weight. Maybe when it gets to around March time, and I start to feel spring in the air. We don't really feel spring in the air in March in England, do we? But maybe then it will give me a bit of a push to, if I've lost a bit of weight by then, to sort of get a bit of a new image. Otherwise, until then, you have to put up with me looking like this, I'm afraid. And these jumpers, when I've lost a bit of weight, these will probably fit me a bit better. The drop shoulder thing looks a bit strange at the moment. I have got like 2 thermals underneath, so they make me look super chunky. Again, in the Emma Bridgewater haul, I was looking and thinking, when I was editing the video, goodness, Emma, you're looking chunky, but, I blame all the thick knitwear. This is proper thick wool quality knitwear and proper thick Marks and Spencer's turtleneck thermals. It's cold today. What's it like where you are, by the way? I think it was -1 or 2 overnight, and around now I think we're at 0 degrees at the moment in Norwich in Norfolk, UK. Let me know what the weather's like where you are. It's supposed to be, I think as of tomorrow, it's supposed to be getting a little bit warmer, which will be nice because my gas bill isn't happy at the moment. But, I've got small lemons that need to be kept warm. So I've been having the heating on quite a bit today. Anyway, that's probably enough for today. For somebody who thought, wow, I'm tired, I've got a headache, I can't think of much to say, I've not done a bad job, have I? I hope you're all doing okay, and I'll see you tomorrow for Chatuary day number 5. Until then, Bye for now, and